Welcome back, guys. This is Dreddeus with another episode in the San Diego Crusaders franchise. The franchise with a different twist, being that we are, of course, not allowed to sign players under the age of 30. We're only allowed to sign free agents. We're not allowed to trade players into the squad. And, of course, we're not allowed to draft. And all of that combined didn't stop us from winning the Super Bowl against the Kansas City Chiefs. 19 versus 6, super convincing fashion. I really have to say I am absolutely ecstatic that we did achieve this, all right? Because taking a look at the squad, taking a look at our opposing team, just take a look at the overalls, 99, 97, 98. We're a 91 base team, so that much is certain. We're not bad, right? We're not bad by any means, but are we elite? Certainly not. Then we had two notable drops. We had Dak Prescott drop down, and we had Travis Kelce drop down from their respective higher dev trades, which is truly a little bit hurtful because that is just something that you need, especially when you play a mode like this, where you can't really rely on players improving and getting better, but always have to expect them to get worse over time. And that just happened quite spectacularly here, but that still didn't stop us from getting the win. We are straight after this game now, and now is the most important episode of this franchise series because I will be moving into off-season, and you can see it on the top right, off-season free agency one. This is where things will be decided. Same goes for re-signing players. And yeah, what we're going to be doing now is I will just be moving through the weeks, week by week. This is a full off-season episode going up until the regular season start of the 2025 season. And then we are going to be kicking that off in the next episode. But this time it's all focused on rebuilds, on getting the team back into action again and preparing us for maybe for a rollback season. Who knows? But yeah, with that said and done, we're going to head into next week, which is going to be staff week. First week of off-season is staff week, of course. Time for a little season recap. We can always do that, right? The San Diego Crusaders beat the Kansas City Chiefs in the Super Bowl 19 versus 6. And the Super Bowl MVP, James Conner, no surprise. Absolutely no surprise. He was superb all season long. I would even give him the season MVP for our team. The yearly awards, Pat Mahomes, MVP overall, of course. Coach of the Year, Peter Gaffney for the Patriots. Joe Mixon, Offensive Player of the Year. Myles Garrett, Defensive Player of the Year. Kate Klubnik for the Commanders, Offensive Rookie and Defensive Rookie. Dayson McCullough, didn't even get to see him, but there you go. Now you know who the players are that have been awarded. The weekly awards, same thing. James Conner, of course, and DeForest Buckner. Both were absolutely great. Mahomes also, of course, a good performance, but James Conner, man, he was just otherworldly. 25 carries, 133 rushing yards, 5.3 on average, 1 rushing touchdown, 6 receptions, 48 receiving yards, 8.0 on average. DeForest Buckner, 2 tackles, 1 sack. He's been so good since we brought him in. Absolutely ecstatic that we have him. Other than that, there's not much more to do this week. We are not going to scout the college players, of course. Staff upgrades, we have already upgraded basically everything. The roster, nothing to do here. The staff moves, we could do a quick check here. There have been quite a few that have been fired. We're just going to check the head coaches here. Miles Pratt for the Broncos. We've got Justin King, head coach of the Steelers. Marlon Burgess for the Rams. Mac Williams for the Falcons, and Miles Pratt also head coach. Right? That is interesting. We've got 2 head coaches for the Falcons. Oh no, wait, he was fired and he was hired. Well, there we go. Miles Pratt was let go by the Broncos and immediately hired by the Falcons. Interesting. Well, we're going to hold on to our coach because I'm really happy with Mike Tomlin and the playbook. Really liking it a lot. Don't see the need to really do anything here. And yeah, apart from that, we're going to move into next week now. Let's see which players will retire, which players we will re-sign. It's going to be a big week for this team. It's the week where we will be re-signing players. And you can already see that the player count has dropped down by 10. We were 54 before, now we're 44 out of 75. So the overalls are still pretty decent. But yeah, we're now going to dive into this. We're going to be looking at the draft results as well. But now I'm really, really excited to see those retirements, because this is going to be huge for us. Basically, this is the place where we lose players that we could go for. Garrett Bowles was a player that I was hoping to be able to sign. Offensive line player. Charles Leno retires. David Andrews retires. Solid offensive line players. Odell Beckham is gone. Jake Matthews retires. Cornerback Darius Slay is gone. And here we go. Here come the Crusader retirees. This is gonna hurt. Connor McGovern is retiring. Well, he was only a backup. That's not too bad. Adam Thielen is retiring. He was a mentor, but he was a big player because he started with me on this franchise. So that's a little bit of a nostalgic note. Andy Norwell is retiring. Offensive line player, left guard. Mid linebacker Levante David retires. Starting mid linebacker, right outside linebackers Chandler Jones retires after 14 years. He was the backup outside linebacker, if I remember correctly. We've got George Fant, who's retiring, also offensive line player. Travis Kelce, no. Oh no. Travis Kelce retires. He was awesome, man. He was so good, but he was 35 already when he joined us. Just had to happen at some point, but it happened right now. I'm just happy that we got him a Super Bowl ring for the Crusaders. But Travis Kelce is gone now for good. Halapoulivaati Vaitai, well, he was a backup player on the offensive line. Fletcher Cox, D-tackle, also starting player for us. And here he is. Tyron Smith is gone. Tyron Smith, our starting left tackle, superstar player, awesome, solid, elite player at that position, and he's gone. Those are, I mean, again, was to be expected. And looking at those retirees, there's a few that aren't as bad. Connor McGovern is not terrible. Adam Thielen, of course, a little bit emotional, but he's not terrible from a gameplay perspective. Andy Norwell was a starter. He's gone. Levante David, he's gone. Chandler Jones was a good backup. He was very solid. George Fant never really was that important on the offensive line, but he did get his first career touchdown for us in this season. Travis Kelce hurts a lot. I mean, starting tight end, this is brutal. This is really brutal. Also, he was down to a superstar now, but nevertheless, that's going to hurt. We've got Halapoulivaati Vaitai. He was a backup, solid player. Fletcher Cox, he was very good for us on defense. Him leaving hurts. And Tyron Smith, after 15 years, understandably, but the starting left tackle, just such a solid anchor at that left tackle position. He's gone as well. Corey Linsley's gone. Micah Hyde is gone. Logan Ryan, Khalil Mack, Damian Wilson, Brian Winters, Kyle Fuller, Donta Hightower, Tanico Autry, Jawan James, J.D. McKissick retires. No, well, he was never going to play for us again, but he was a really, I appreciated him on all those screens that we used him in. Allen Robinson was a starting wide receiver for us in the first few seasons. Great receiver, really liked him on those slot runs. Anthony Harris is gone. Justin Houston, Jordan Hicks, Matt Paredes, he would have been a good center. John Feliciano, Billy Turner, Trey Hopkins, Bryce Callahan, Austin Reiter. Well, yeah, that's that. Do we have position changed? Weird. Anyhow, that is that. Let's check out the players that are up for negotiations. Let's see who we are going to hold on to, who we're not going to hold on to. Let's go by position. Marcus Mariota, that's a hard pass, of course. Don't think that we need to hold on to him. He was just there for the mentor tag. 65, I can get similar player, no problem. Halfback, Gus Edwards, 74 rated. Nah. Kenyon Drake, 74. He's going down hard, man. So both of these are going to be a no. Fullback, we still have Andy Yanovich. The wide receiver room, Robert Woods, we're going to let him go. Robbie Anderson, going to let him go. Marcus Valdes-Scantling, I'm not saying that I'm not going to bring him back. But 3.4 is too high for these players to re-sign him. And if I sign him out of free agency, there is no signing bonus. So that's what we're going to be going for. Dan Arnold, tight end, 73. That is going to be a pass, of course. Left tackle, Matt Filer, 69. Jesus, man. He went down from 77 to 69. Yeah, that is a pass. I'm not going to be keeping him around. Elijah Wilkinson at left guard. Ooh, this is a not sure. I mean, we don't have a left tackle. If I let Elijah Wilkinson go, we're not going to have a left guard either. If I keep him for a year on a 2.36 million deal, is that going to hurt me? Is that really going to hurt me? I'm not sure. We're going to return to this one. Mitch Morse, 78. I feel like we need to keep him. Lucas Patrick is declining pretty hard. So I feel like... no. I don't want to sign players that are below 80 on long-term deals. Let's look at these. Isaac Seumalo, 75. Mark Lewinsky, those are no's. Right tackle, I'm so happy that we still have Zach Martin there. 35, 94, still solid. Sam Hubbard at left edge. We still have DeMarcus Lawrence, which is awesome. So, of course, I'm not going to be giving Sam Hubbard a new deal. Dietrich Wise Jr., 75, that is a no. Javon Hargrave, 77 rated, that is a no. Left outside linebacker. We still have Hasten Reddick, which is pretty cool, actually, 78 rated. We're going to let Joe Schobert go. What about mid linebacker? Nicholas Morrow went down. We have Alex Anzalone, 75. We have Bobby Wagner, 76. Those are regressions. Those are pretty brutal, to be honest. Za'Darius Smith, starting right outside linebacker. Quan Alexander, 69. That is a pass. Za'Darius Smith looking nice, but we can get him out of free agency. Cornerbacks, let's take a look here. We've got William Jackson, 76. Rasul Douglas, 81. He's not looking too bad, actually. I still have James Bradbury, but he went down, and I still have Jalen Ramsey, who is my starting corner. I can get Rasul Douglas. I can get similar corners, no questions asked. Free safety, Quandra Diggs. Starting free safety, of course, Xavier Woods as the backup, but both of these I can get out of free agency. Marcus May, and I'm always talking about the free agency after the main 4 weeks of free agency signings. 77, 77, both of which are really old. I don't think that teams are going to go for them. Kicker and punter are tied down. No, they're not. I just don't want to give out those signing bonuses, to be honest. We do have a lot of budget, and I will just I'll just have to rebuild the team from the ground up again, which is really a good challenge. I like that a lot, but it just hurts that we're going to be missing some players. And yeah, let's take a final look at the team as it looks after retirees have happened. You can see that we already have problems here if we were to keep this team this way. And on defense, players are going down, players have left. DJ Reader is not a start-F trait anymore. DeMarcus Lawrence, not anymore. DeForest Buckner is still a one. That is pretty good, actually. But yeah, we are going to be shifting and switching and wheeling. I think we're going to be doing that quite a bit now. I feel like I might put DeForest Buckner later over to D-tackle to have a really solid nose tackle right there. But we're going to move a week ahead now into free agency. Let's see who's going to be in that free agency class of 2025. Okay, guys, this is it. The first week, free agency number 1. Take a look at the player roster count, 17 out of 75. We've just lost so many players. But our cap space is beautiful, to be honest. 205 mil, I can really work with that, get used to that. But take a look at the squad. We are missing a complete offensive line. We are missing so many positions here. We are even doubling down on Alex Anzalone. He has to play 2 positions at once. I am amazed that Madden hasn't crashed yet. We've even got Jones up here. So basically Madden is just filling the gaps as much as it can. I would be actually quite interested to see if Matt Gay would work as a punter. Because, I mean, do we really need a punter that much? Could Matt Gay fill that position? You know what? We're just going to roll with that. I'm just going to leave this. I don't know if I need a punter per se on the squad, but never mind. What we're going to be doing now is we're going to dive into the free agency class. We're going to take a look who is available there. And for me, the most important positions at the moment are, of course, offensive line, something that we need direly. In terms of the quarterback, I'm still not unhappy with Dak. He is a 95 rated quarterback, so no need to really fix that position. On the other hand, if there were to be a very nice quarterback in there, I could be tempted. Anyhow, of course, defensive positions super important. Mid linebacker would be important. These three actually are making taking a little bit of the pressure away from these three. We also have a super solid cornerback one, which is great. But apart from that, well, the cornerbacks, we are quite solid actually. We've got three cornerbacks, not quarterbacks. Sorry, but we don't have a strong safety. We don't have a free safety. We have an outside linebacker, we have a mid linebacker, and we have a second mid linebacker. That's about it. So defense, of course, crucial, and on offense, of course, there's just so much to do. We need running backs. We need offensive line players, quality offensive line players, because Zach Martin can't do it all on his own. We need wide receivers. We need some help for Tyler Higbee, of course, because he will not be able to pull it off all by himself. With that said and done, we are now going to be taking a look at the free agents. It's the first time I'm looking at this, haven't checked it out before, so let's go. Gonna be seeing this with you for the first time. All right, we've got Trayvon Walker, we've got Trey Smith, I'm looking only at our age bracket. We've got Myles Garrett, who of course is going to be snapped up pretty quickly. We've got Alvin Kamara, we've got Josh Allen. Ooh, we've got Josh Allen. That is nice. We've got Dalvin Cook in here, who would be a great addition to the running room. Juju Smith-Schuster, sadly not 30 yet, but can't go for him. Who else is there? We've got, Courtland Sutton would be great addition. I spy Dallas Goedert, tight end, that would help us a lot. Who's this? Tyler Lockett is in here, but he's got 3 offers already, so this might be tough. Joel Bitonio. He's got 12 offers. Jesus, man. But he would be great. Great addition. I could slap him onto the left guard, left tackle position just to add security at these positions. Let's go through them by position quickly. All right, we've got Josh Allen. We've got Baker Mayfield, who would be eligible. We've got Derek Carr, who I'm not going to pick. We've got Jameis Winston. We've got Matt Stafford. I like these players, especially Matt. I've got, soft spot for him, being a Rams fan, but whatever. Jimmy G is here, so yeah. Quarterback, certainly tempting. Alvin Kamara, 0 offers, that's weird. Dalvin Cook, 0 offers, that's weird. So maybe we can wait on these two a little bit. I mean, Alvin Kamara would be absolutely brilliant, right? Slapping a long-term deal on him, having a fantastic running player alongside James Conner, who I don't think will be able to pull it off all by himself. Who's this? Oh, Rashad Penny. He would also be a good addition. Sort of a backup player at the running back position. Not sure if we really need that. Who's this? Chase Edmonds. Yeah. All right, fullback, we don't need one. Luckily, wide receiver room. Let's take a look at this. Garrett Wilson, Smith-Schuster, Olave, a lot of great players. Courtland Sutton would be interesting for us. Really would be interesting for us. Who else is here? Tyler Lockett, great player, but 3 offers. Again, not sure if he will not be gone in a bidding war. Don't think that I really want to go hard in on him, but Courtland Sutton would be a great addition. Who else is there? We've got Curtis Samuel. We have Robert Woods, who I wouldn't mind bringing back because it was really good. Alan Lazard, that would be nice. Recently turned 30. Oh, we've got Jarvis Landry, also a good receiver. We've got Kendrick Bourne, Robbie Anderson. Again, I would bring him back in a heartbeat. Valdez Scantling. We've got Braxton Berrios. That would be actually a nice addition. I've got Sterling Shepard. I feel like we could go for all of these later on because none of these is really going to be gone early. Richie James, John Ross, yeah, whatever. These are all the free agents that are always available. So yeah, not going to be going for these tight end. Dallas Goedert, that would be great. Really helping out Tyler Higbee. So I feel like the tight end, this is a very tempting one. Who else is available? We've got Will Dissly down here at 30. Nobody's going to be going for him, so we can always snap him up later. Robert Tonyan, former Packer. Jonnu Smith, former Patriot. Yeah, those are the classic ones that I could get out of free agency. At the beginning of the season, Eric Ebron, OJ Howard. Right, let's keep on going. Left tackle, this is a position that we need. And when I go through this, I see nobody in our age bracket. I see Andre Dillard down here, who is a solid player, but I will not go for him in the first round, of course. Apart from that, this is really, oh, this is horrible. Hardly any good players here, really low ranked. All right, Joel Bitonio. I feel like I have to go for him because he is the only quality player on the left side that I can see for miles. Laken Tomlinson might be a solid pick for the left guard. Later on, we also have Elijah Wilkinson, who we might bring back. Liked him a lot. Eric Flowers looks solid. Cody Whitehair. Yeah, there's those 70, mid-70 players. There's just always a bunch of those in there. We can fill up the squad nicely. Who's here? Tyler Beadas. This is Brian Allen with one offer. Bringing him in, I know that he's a super versatile player. He can also play the left guard really well. He's just super solid. I like him a lot. Mitch Morris at center. Of course, we need a solid center. There are no offers for him up to now. That's certainly due to the age. We've got Nick Gates here. We've got Mason Cole. Yeah, we can get a solid center later on. Ted Karras is here. All right, let's keep on looking. Right guard, Alex Kappa. He would be a good addition. There's 0 offers for him at the moment. We might have to exploit that later on. Who's this? Max Sharping. Alrighty, looking solid. Lester Cotton Sr., no face, don't like that. Isaac Siomalo, 75. And these are the players we know. All right, let's look. Right tackle. Oh, we've got Jack Conklin here. This is not a position that we need to work on, but we can bring in Jack Conklin later on, switch him to right guard, have a solid 84 rated player. Wouldn't be unhappy. Titus Howard, solid player. Yeah, I feel like we can build a solid, decent offensive line out of that. Let's switch over to defense, left edge. Jadeveon Clowney, that would be a great addition, man. At the left edge, not sure if we'd really need him. Sebastian Joseph Day would be nice. Who's this? Lorenzo Fatukasi. So yeah, you can see Zach Sealer, I would love to bring him in. You can see those are players that we for sure will be getting. No problem, no question asked. They're not going to be gone. D-tackle, we've got Greg Gaines, not too keen on him. Derek Natty, looking lovely. Those I can go for in later rounds. Who's this? Justin Jones, just solidifying that. We don't need to work on these positions critically, but I would like to fill them up nevertheless. Myles Garrett, I'd love to bring him in, but to be honest, I see no chance of us getting him. He would be absolutely out of this world. Let's just take a look here. What would he like? Player friendly. That would be quite the cap hit. Bam. If I were to slap a 7-year deal on him, let's give him 20 mil here, and let's go for. Let's take a look here. Let's go with this 20 mil. We would be very green, all right, because he would like to join us actually. All right, I'm gonna let that stay where it is. We're the top ranked. We might have to improve the offer, but I'm just gonna leave that as is. All right, Aiden Hutchinson is a no-go. There's no real player in here that I feel like we have to go for right now. Left outside linebacker. Who is there? Andy Van Ginkel. I could see me going for Andy Van Ginkel actually. Apart from that, Randy Gregory. Ooh, these are low ranked. All right, mid linebacker. Chad Muma. Yeah, nope. Here we go. Anthony Walker Jr., 83 rated, 31. Drew Tranquil. Drew Tranquil has already 3 offers, but we could go for those players later on. Josie Jewell. Yeah, 0 offers. Down here, we can always go for Eric Hendricks, for instance. He's a nasty player. Kenny Young, yeah, we can fill that. Doesn't look too bad. Kevin Thibodeau is up for grabs. That is interesting, but not for us. Here we go. Zadarius Smith, I wouldn't mind bringing him back. He was very solid at that position. And at 33, nobody's going to go for him early. Let's see. Quarterback. Oh, Sauce Gardner. He would be awesome. Kenny Moore II, 86 rated. He would be fantastic CB2. Currently, nobody looks to be going for him. That is positive. We've got Shavarius Ward. That is 1 offer pending. Avonte Maddox looks solid. We've got Taron Johnson. Yeah, there's a bunch of players. And there will always be more players released at the beginning of the season. Free safety. Do I go for Juan Thornhill right now? I don't think so, because there's 0 teams interested at the moment. We can always pick him up later. Quandre Diggs is a good fallback scenario at 80 rated, 33. Nobody's going to go for him. Eddie Jackson looks good. Xavier Woods was positive for us. Malik Hooker is here. Yeah, I like that. Strong safety situation. Let's take a look here. Oh, there's hardly anyone here. Marcus May, highest rated. Jimmy Ward, yeah, we'll bring those two back. Looks like that. Kicker, I think I'm going to hold off for the moment, of course. Punter, going to hold off for the moment, of course. Let's take a look back at Josh Allen, all right? He would be fantastic because he's a very mobile quarterback. And to be honest, I'm just going to give him a crazy good deal. We are the Super Bowl champions right now, so I feel like this might be in our favor. Yeah, we are. Jesus Christ, we're leading by a mile. Do I really need to go that hard? Well, yeah, because I want him. Not really want him back, not back, but I want to have him. He would be such a great addition. I don't feel like Baker Mayfield really is gonna be the shtick for us. Let's go with Josh Allen. Who else do I go for? I think I have to go for Joel Bitonio, ahead of Dallas Goedert, which is he still has 0 offers. So yeah, let's take a look at Joel Bitonio. He's got 12 offers. Oh man, we're really gonna fight hard for him. Player friendly. We are just gonna give him a super long deal because players love that. He's never gonna fulfill that deal. I know it already. And we're just gonna hike that up to 7.5 to 7.5. Let us give him that. Where do we rank? Ooh, not that high actually. All right. I don't know why this drops down all the time, but there we go. We're just gonna hike this up to 8, and this as well. We're just gonna see. I really just want to bring him in. This is a must-have. All right, we need him in the offensive line. There's not really even a question about that. So let's see. We do have these players targeted here. We're gonna be clicking in 3, 2, 1, bam. All right, we signed Garrett and we signed Josh Allen. Isn't that awesome, guys? That is great. We've brought a fantastic, otherworldly right edge player, and we brought in Josh Allen. Joel Bitonio, we didn't get him. God damn it. He went to the Packers, although we gave him the better offer, but he didn't want to join us. All right, who's gone for us? Don't really want to look, but okay. Tyler Lockett is gone. All right, Jameis Winston, don't care about that. Brian Allen is gone. That sucks a little bit. And that is all the players that are gone. That is actually great. All right, that was very good. That was a really, really good one. Can we still hand out more offers at this stage? Just said 2 more evaluation offers remaining. I think I'm gonna give a deal to, we might as well try and bring in a solid player, right? What is the point in holding off right now? Do we need to go for Courtland Sutton? Yes, we do, because he has an offer up for him. We're gonna give Courtland Sutton a deal. Let us go with player friendly. We're gonna give him 7-year deal. We're just gonna give him a ludicrous deal here. And off we go. Make the offer. Bam. All right. Who is next? I feel like I want to go for Dallas Goedert. He really would help us in that tight end room. Plus, I really like him as a player. I always had a soft spot for him. I don't really know why, but yeah, we're gonna get a boatload of players out of free agency at the beginning of the season on 1-year deals. So all of those are not gonna hurt our budget in any way, shape, or form. The offensive line not getting Bitonio, that hurts me because we've got Andrew Dillard. Bitonio would have been such a fantastic addition. Dotson would be great. Jackson, but they're not in our age bracket. Let's see. We can't bring in Laken Tomlinson. There's 0 offers for him at the moment. I just don't want to wait too long here. So what do we give him? We give him a 2-year deal. I feel like that is fair because I don't know, guys. I don't know. I don't want to sign players here that we can get later on as well. Same goes for Alex Kappa, for instance. Yeah, he's good, but is he going to be the shtick? Nope. Definitely not. Conklin, we can build a solid line here. What about the mid linebackers? Right outside linebacker, who's here? Andy Van Ginkel. All right, not really interested. Don't mind that. Anthony Walker or Drew Tranquil. I feel like we need to bring a player here because Alex Anzalone and Bobby Wagner are not going to be it this season. So I need to bring in a tough player that can really hold his own. I will give this player a super long-term deal because I did give myself the leeway of allowing myself to trade players away. Sort of, you know, not allowed to bring players into the team with trades, but I'm always allowed to kick him out that way. I need some leeway, man. You got to give me that, right? And here we go. All right, that is interesting. I'm not even seeing where we rank. Click. Did we sign them? Yes. Sutton, Goddard, Walker. Yay! That is awesome. All right, Alvin Kamara is looking like players are looking, or teams are looking his way. Do we bring in Dalvin Cook? Nope. I want to have Alvin Kamara, man. We need to just have really the best players at all positions, and he's an X factor. I tie him down long term. He's gonna be so important for us. We are gonna go. I'm gonna give him a really nice deal here. You know, these are crucial players. I need players like this in the squad. There's no there's no sense in holding off right now. Players like these, they are not that widely spread, and you know, there's players that we can always go for later on. Always later on. You can see Curtis Samuel. No need to bring him in right now. Robert Woods, I like him. We're gonna do that. Robbie Anderson, I'd love to have them on the squad again. But yeah, here we go. I'm going to be looking towards the defensive side now a little bit more. I feel like the offense has been handled already. Do we bring in Andy Van Ginkel for the left outside linebacker position? He's the best on board currently. Yeah, I feel like we will have to do that because yeah, I just want to solidify that position. It just doesn't make any sense to hold off on that now. Mid linebacker, Josie Jewell, 80 rated. We just brought in a good player right there, Josie Jewell. Is he gonna be what I hope he will be? But you know, we just have to fill the squad piece by piece. Gonna give him a 2-year deal. You can see it's rather cheaply, but he wants to join us anyways. And we are gonna be using the last remaining evaluation on these players here. And big question, oh, we signed them. That is great. Everything's going our way. I'm super happy. Well, not everything. Didn't get one of those players right now. Who didn't we get? Check by age. Bitonio, Wentz, Lockett, Byron Jones, Jameis Winston, Mike Hilton, Baker Mayfield's going. Drew Tranquil. All right, we didn't get him. Did I go for him? I don't know. Javarius Ward is gone. Right, we need to look towards the secondary later on. But for the moment, that has been fantastic. Now we are going to be heading into next week. Let's try and build more and more quality for this team. Week number 2 of free agency. We're going to take a look again who is still available. We still have quite a few places that we need to really fill in. Let's see who's still on the board, who's still available at the respective positions. We actually do not need a quarterback anymore. I was thinking of maybe bringing Matt Stafford as a mentor to try and boost. I will have to check if probably Dak Prescott has. Maybe Dak Prescott is now a mentor. We're going to check that later on. Dalvin Cook here. 96.30 when he's still 0 teams interested. He might be a great pickup, but I'd rather actually go for Rashad Penny. I like him a lot, and I really think that he would be a great addition. But then again, Dalvin Cook, man, 96. Crazy, man. Really crazy. Who do we have here? We've got Alec Ingold. He's 84 rated. Pat Ricard. Nobody's interested in these players at the moment, which is absolutely insane to me. We have Andy Yanovich, who is lower rated right now, but we can bring in way more players right now. So I feel like one of these two should be the one that we're going for. I feel like we're going to go with Alec Ingold simply because he is younger. Let's give him a 5-year deal here. Let's give him 4 mil and 2 mil. Let's see what happens. Since there's, you know, let me reiterate on that one. Since there's nobody interested in him, I will be giving him, I'll try and lowball him a little bit, all right? Is this super fair? Nope. But then again, I'm going to withdraw the offer. I don't know, something was weird. Allocate gold. There we go. 2 and 3, and we're going to go at 1.5. All right, there we go. Is this going to be a problem? No, he's yellow. We're the only team interested, so we're going to get him. Next up, wide receivers. Do check out this here. Do we have to bring in Curtis Samuel now? I don't think so. I think we can get him later on. I'm not going to be going for another wide receiver. Tight end situation has been handled. I'm so happy that we got Dallas Goedert. We've got 2 great tight ends right now. Not Travis Kelce quality, but close to that. These players we can always bring in on 1-year deals. That is what I will be doing. There's nobody here that I really need to bring in right now. Laken Tomlinson, we're just going to fill up the roster later on. Mitch Morse, 78 and 34. I don't think that anybody will be going for him. Nick Gates is here. Again, all of these players we can get later on a 1-year deal. Alex Kappa. I am a little bit on the verge about this one because he's 85 rated. And I feel like he would really be a good addition to solidify the offensive line just on that right-hand side. We really need to bring in those players, and I don't want the lines to get any stronger, so there we go. Right tackle position, Jack Conklin. I feel like he would also be a good player to go for right now. We can always go for other players, you know, Titus Howard, for instance, but those below 80 are going to be available later on. Do I risk it? I'm just going to wait a little bit longer. Maybe we can get him on a 1-year deal. Left edge, that has been said. I'd love to bring in Jadeveon Clowney simply because I like him as a player, you know, but I don't think that we really need to. Same goes for Sebastian Joseph Day. That's a 1-year deal player, in my opinion. A D-tackle, Devon Hamilton is a no-go. Derek Natty is gone. We could bring in Greg Gaines. I do have a solid D-tackle situation going on right now, but you know, we can always switch that up and sort of get other players. The big question is, do I need to go for Greg Gaines, or is it more yeah, he would be good in his 30 situation. I'm gonna go for him. I don't really see the bonus as being justified, but we're just gonna leave it for the moment. Right edge. All right, right edge has been settled. Aiden Hutchinson to the Rams. Greenard is gone. Nichols is gone. We don't need any more edge rushers. We can get those later on. Left outside linebacker. Of course we could go, but we have Andy Van Ginkel. He is best on board. Nobody better than him. So we're not going to go for anybody else now. Mid linebacker, we got Anthony Walker and we got Josie Jewell. I'm actually pretty happy with these two as my starting players. Right outside linebacker, we have we can always bring in Za'Darius Smith later on. No need to do that now. Let's take a look at the corner situation. There's Kenny Moore. He would be a good addition. Shavarius Ward is gone, sadly. Avonte Maddox, I wouldn't be mad if I got him. Taron Johnson, but again, we can get all of these players later on. There's no need to really go for it right now. Free safety, Juan Thornhill. I'm gonna bring him in. He's the best on board. I don't wanna risk that he might be gone later on. 7-year deal, 3 mil. Gonna move down that bonus a little bit. Don't like the bonus payments, to be honest. Yeah, we're the only team that's interested. We might even try and lowball him a little bit, right? Do we do that? Is that gonna be nice? No, but oh, this is weird. All right, gonna withdraw the offer. Now we're gonna give him a new deal. That is basically the same thing, and suddenly everything's gonna work out just fine. All right. Strong safety, Jalen Petra. We can't go for any of these players. Again, 1-year deal time. Marcus May, nobody's going to go for him. Jimmy Ward, nobody's going to go for him. Might even get better players later on. So, right now, targeted. I've got all these players here. I'm going to click L3. There we go. And let's check up on those if we got them. And it does look like we did for the most part. We got Thornhill, we got Kappa, we got Gaines, we got Ingold. Yeah, I feel like we have completed most of what we had to do. And even a little bit more, to be honest. Can't really be mad at anything here. Because we got the players that we needed. We got the players. We didn't get everybody, of course. But I don't mind that too much. And with that said, guys, I will now move forward to the free agency recap. I will not be giving out any more long-term deals. I feel like we added the quality we needed to the squad, and everything else we're going to be filling up after the draft has happened. Here we are at the free agency recap, and I really feel like we did very, very well. Gonna sort by position here. We brought in a new 30-year-old quarterback, Josh Allen. Fantastic player. I'm very happy that we brought him in. He is going to be very, very good for us. I can tell already. 12th best ranked quarterback. He has a lot of very good attributes. Is he way better than Dak? Nope. But he's way more agile. Look at the speed, the acceleration, the agility. And he just is one of those players that I can just go for a run with, right? Because he's a scrambler, that might really help us. Sometimes escaping the pressure. Plus, he's still a superstar. That should help us in really, getting going quicker. Apart from that, we signed Alvin Kamara, superstar X Factor, 31-year-old player. Very happy with this one here. 99 rated X Factor. We brought in Alec Ingold, a new fullback, instead of Andy Yanovich, who wasn't bad, but we just needed a little bit more quality at that position. We brought in a quality wide receiver. Cortland Sutton is here. New tight end instead of Travis Kelce, who sadly left, but of course he cleared up cap space, and we gave that to Dallas Goedert, star dev trait player, 31, 92 rated. He and Tyler Higbee, dream team man. Alex Kappa for the right guard position. Right edge is going to be Myles Garrett. D tackle Greg Gaines. We signed linebackers. We needed those. Andy McGinkle, Anthony Walker Jr. We signed Joseph Jubal, and we signed free safety Juan Thornhill. I feel like we got the best players on the respective positions in our age bracket out of this free agents recap. Of course, a lot of players were signed here, and the highest quality ones, just gonna move through them slowly. You could take a look. I'm not going to be commenting on these, but of course there were a lot of teams that really improved way more suddenly and look way more dangerous right now than they did before. But yeah, that is just the way the NFL works, and I'm really liking that a lot, that there's sort of interchanging. Teams feel very different suddenly. Teams that were that dangerous before suddenly very dangerous again. I can already see the Jags signed quite a few quality players here, and so on and so forth. Anyhow, we're going to be continuing now onto the draft recap. All right, as I said, I am not allowed to trade for players, bring players into the team, but I am allowed to sort of get rid of players, because there's just no way that I could do that without trading or sort of, cutting their contract short. So what we will be doing is I will be letting go of Andy Yanovich, Alex Anzalone, and Tim Patrick. Just really never got going for me. I'll trading them to the Bills. We're going to be getting a 7th rounder for the 2027 draft. That is next year's draft, which I will of course be giving away again. So there will be no quality and no gain for me out of this draft, out of this trade. So there we go. Trade done. Sending these 3 to the Bills, and I'm going to be looking, maybe I need to offload other players, but again, always without bringing quality to the team and without any gain. All right, another one done. We are sending Jones, the cornerback, 78 rated. He was the 3rd cornerback at the moment. Him and 2 7th rounders, one of which I just got, trading them sort of, and receiving 1 7th round pick for next year, which is going to be my only draft pick in my list for next year. Here you can see the exciting and glorious draft recap for the Crusaders. Of course, we didn't have a draft pick, so we didn't pick anyone. Yeah, that's basically all I wanted to show you. That's all done. This week we're going to be heading into the preseason now, and from there on we're going to be filling up the roster, because there's still a lot of gaps in there. We only have 25 players. We need around 20 players more to really have a solid team at our hands. we will now be heading into the free agents. We're going to be looking who was released by the teams, and immediately I can see awesome players. Tyler Boyd, Keenan Allen, welcome to the Crusaders squad. Both of these players really, really very welcome. We are going to be filling up the team now with so much quality. And you wouldn't think how much quality there always is after the release of players. Anyhow, quarterback we don't need, running back we don't need, but we will be bringing in Rashad Penny because first off, as I said, I like the dude, and secondly, we just need the power and the strength there. Fullback, not something that we need right now. Wide receivers, there's so many good players. Robert Woods really thinking of bringing him in, and he has a mentor tag now. Robbie Anderson, I have a super soft spot for him, to be honest. Al Lazard, very quick player. Do I bring in Robert Woods? Do I bring in Robbie Anderson? I might bring back Robbie Anderson, and we just have to take a look. I have no idea how many players we have right now, so we might have to cut some later on. But for the moment, we're just going to bring everybody in. That could help us or will help us. Tight end, we don't need an additional player, but I might bring in Will Disley or Robert Tonyan just for the heck of it. Who else is that? Jonnu Smith, OJ Howard, with Eric Ebron. Eric Ebron actually has the mentor, which is why I will be going for him. There we go. Bam. Eric Ebron is on our squad. Left tackle. This is critical. We need an additional player here, of course. We're going to bring in Andre Dillard. He will be a backup. Left guard, Laken Tomlinson. Yay. I knew he was going to be available. That is just, it is so weird, but it's just the age thing that really sometimes detracts quite a bit here. We're also going to be bringing in here Eric Flowers. Need that player. Center time. Let's see. Who do we bring in? Mitch Morris is not here anymore, so we will have to settle for Ted Karras. That is not ideal. Would have liked to have a more solid center. Or did we already bring in Mitch Morris and I just forgot it? Well, never mind. I will be bringing in Billy. Now we're going to be bringing in Ethan Pocic, and then we're going to be moving through the positions anyways and clearing out players that we don't need. Right guard, situational time. Max Sharping, welcome to the Crusaders. Feel like he can bring something to the squad. We've also got Lester Colton sooner, Isaac Sirmalo, Trey Turner, but we already have a player there. Right tackle, Mike McGlinchey, Jack Conklin. Look at these players, 85 rated. And you know, they're cut by their teams, of course, due to age, due to having drafted better players. Rob Havenstein is here. Oh, this is awesome, man. This is awesome. We're going to be bringing them in, and then I'm going to be mixing and matching, and I'm just going to be trying out to build the best offensive line that we can build. Titus Howard. Yeah, man, I'm just, as I said, kid in a candy store. Really loving this at the moment. All right, left edge. Harrison Phillips, Sebastian Joseph Day, Olorunzo Fatukasi. All are very solid players. I will be taking Harrison Phillips. He has a strength of 97. I just saw that. He's looking absolutely crazy, man. Don't need anybody else here, to be honest. I mean, Sebastian Joseph Day. Do we have good on D-tackle? Who's here? DJ Johnson. Oh, D-tackle were really well set. Derek Barnett at right edge. Or Poona Ford. Gonna be bringing Derek Barnett here. Just feel like he adds more to the team. All right, who else? Left outside linebacker, Shaquille Barrett. You can see that he's the best player in this category. We will be diving back later on because sometimes at the beginning of the season there's still more players to be cut. But for the moment, that is great. Zach Cunningham, Devondre Campbell, man, that is great. We're going to be bringing in Zach Cunningham here. Feel like he will really add to this mid linebackers room. Devondre Campbell, not sure about him though. Eric Kendricks. I think I like Eric Kendricks a little bit more, but I can't really put my finger on the why. Nah, let's just bring in Devondre Campbell. We are gonna be checking up on the player. I feel like I've got just a gigantic squad right now. Dreddeus Smith, welcome back to the team. He did really well last year. We've got Tyus Bowser here, 75 rate. I think that we have enough linebackers now. Let's take a look at this. Byron Jones was brought in out of free agency and now he's being left. And he's being let go again. Isn't that strange? I feel like that is strange. But we are not going to be picky here. We're going to bring in Byron Jones, number 1. This is a good looking player. We're going to be bringing in Sidney Jones. Do I like Rasul Douglas more? Or do I like Marcus Peters more? You know what? I'm going to bring in Sidney Jones the 4th. He is going to be a good addition. We're going to bring in Rasul Douglas as well. As I said, I have to cut players anyways. But for the moment, we're just going to really fill up that squad to the brim. Quandre Diggs, I like him. He was good last year, so we're going to be bringing him back. Should have another go at the position. Eddie Jackson. I don't know if we need another free safety right now, but I'm going to slap him in there. Better be spoiled for choice, right? Strong safety, Aaron Amos, man. 86 rated. Dude. I think this is pure quality. This is gold lying in here. And of course they're going to regress at some point in time, but I don't really care about that. Both of you guys, I'm sorry, I'm not going to be bringing you back. I might bring back Jimmy Ward because he has the mentor, but he might be cut later on if we really drop lower. Have to cut players. Kicking time, let's take a look here. Zane Gonzalez, we've got Will Lutz, kick power 99. All right, let's bring in Zane Gonzalez. No, wait, not a kicker is what I need. I need a punter. Almost went wrong here. Logan Cook, there we go. Isn't that nice? I mean, I could go for Johnny Hecker, but Logan Cook is looking even better. So let's bring in this dude. I'm getting to know a lot of new players that I didn't really, know before. How many players do we have now? 56 and 53. That is actually not terrible. That is actually not terrible. We're going to be moving around on the squad now a little bit. Wrong button. Quarterback, Josh Allen, Dak Prescott. Works for me. Halfback room is looking fantastic. Loving this. Fullback is good. Wide receivers. Cortland Sutton, Michael Thomas. They've got Tyler Boyd, Keenan Allen, Robert Woods, Jarvis Landry, Robbie Anderson. You know what? I don't like Jarvis Landry. It's not that I don't like him, it's that I don't really feel like I need him right now. I'm more than happy with these players here. More than happy. Tight end room, looking super solid. Left tackle, I've got Andre Dillard, Laken Tomlinson, Eric Flowers. Those are solid. What about center? I've got Ted Karras, I've got Ethan Pocic. Okay. Right guard is Kappa and Sharping. Right tackle. Oh, Jesus. I've got a lot of players in here. I would be putting Mike McGlinchey over on left tackle. I'm sure he can play that position. Plus, we need a better player there anyways. So there we go. Mike McGlinchey, you are now my starting left tackle. Zach Martin, don't mind keeping him there. Jack Conklin at 87. Alex Kappas, 87. Ted Karras, left guard. Left guard could be a little bit better at 82 probably. But I was thinking, what if I put Zach Martin at center? That would be a possibility to really use this mountain of a man in the best way possible. Plus, I feel like he will do good there. Now at right tackle, I've got Jack Conklin, I've got Rob Havenstein, Titus Howard. Don't think I need him anymore. Left tackle is good. Left guard looks solid. Zach Martin is okay. Ethan Pocic. Thanks, man. You were a band-aid. Alex Kappa looks good. Do I put Rob Havenstein over on left guard? Will that help me? I don't think so. I don't think so. 2, 2, 2, 2, and 3. And Titus Howard. Again, appreciate it, but I don't need you anymore. Left edge, DeMarcus Lawrence and Harrison Phillips, very nice looking. Right edge, Myles Garrett, Derek Barnett, very solid. D-tackle, we've got 3 players. Left outside linebacker, let's check out this one. We've got Shaquille Barrett, we've got Hasten Reddick and Andy Van Ginkel. I don't think I'm going to need him there. Mid linebackers, that's a bunch of players. Anthony Walker, Zach Cunningham, brilliant starters. Really liking those two. Devondre Campbell. Bobby Wagner is a mentor as well. Right outside linebacker, I only have Za'Darius Smith and he's 77 rated. So I will be switching over one of you players. Who do I put there? I feel like I'm going to put Shaquille Barrett over there. Or Hasten Reddick. Or Andy Van Ginkel. Doesn't matter. Doesn't really matter too much, right? Gonna be putting Andy Van Ginkel over there. Because, yeah, no reason. Just because he's the 3rd in line here. And I'd rather have the 2 other players on the initial position on left outside linebacker here. Mid linebacking core, very deep. Not sure if I need that, but let's stick with it for the moment. Cornerback room, we've got 5 players. That looks sensible. Byron Jones, Jalen Ramsey could be starters. Sidney Jones, Rasul Douglas, James Bradbury. Free safety, do I need 3? I don't think so. Quandre Diggs, Eddie Jackson. Yeah, I think I'm going to cut Eddie Jackson. Don't need him. There we go. Strong safety, Adrian Amos, Jamie Ward. That looks solid. Kicker is Matt Gay. Punter is Logan Cook. Draft picks, we're going to give those away in a while. And the practice squad, we're going to empty that again, of course, because I don't need that. But that leaves us at the end of the preseason with a very good looking team, to be honest. If we look at it, we've got good players along the starting line. The only weakness might be Laken Tomlinson. I can see Rob Havenstein would be a little bit better, so we might even drag him up here, but not really that much of a difference here. The tight end room is looking super nice. We've got solid, good wide receivers. Fullback is solid. We've got fantastic running room. We've got a great quarterback. The defense is looking very solid. Not as flashy as it did before, of course, but still super solid, man. We've got DeMarcus Lawrence, loving him. We've got DeForest Buckner. We've got Myles Garrett, who I'm super crazy about, to be honest. Jalen Ramsey, Byron Jones, Thornhill, Amos being the safeties. We've got the linebacker room filled to the brim. Special teams is set. The specialists have been selected and the practice squad still empty. It's going to be filled next week by the CPU, I'm sure of that. But with that said and done, guys, I'm going to end this episode here. We really built a fantastic team. So happy, so excited for the next season. Can't wait to see if we're going to be rolling it back. Might as well do that. But for now, guys, I'm just going to say thank you so much. Hope you had as much fun as I had during this episode, rebuilding this team of the San Diego Crusaders, preparing them for another season. All right. With that said and done, if you liked it, please drop me a like and subscribe. Always helps me a lot. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Appreciate you very much. Thank you for being here. And see you next time.